Okay, okay. So what were we going to do now?
Have some podcast discussion.
Hmm.
About what? Let's have a discussion on the last movies or series that we have watched, and let us not go into too much details. Let's wrap up the review in 4 sentences. Let's make it fun. Not more than 4 sentences. You cannot. So let's start off with Avik.
Okay, the last movie I watched was Parasite. Okay,
That was one
so
sentence.
okay, that's the first South Korean movie I watched. Okay, I was very impressed how the class difference was depicted,
Tree.
and I was really interested. I found it really interesting about the little details, you know.
Cut,
Okay,
cut.
Done.
Four.
Done. Four
that's it. Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go over to Rishabh. Your review in 4 sentences or less.
I watched Fauda. It's a series in Netflix based on the Israel-Palestine conflict. It's extremely realistic and extreme good acting with lots of action. Thank you.
Thank you was the fourth or the fifth sentence.
Fifth. Thank you was the fifth.
So your thank you is not accepted. Please.
Okay, next.
Okay. So yeah, and now your turn, Rajdeep.
The last series I saw was Panchayat, Amazon Prime. It
Okay.
shows a very different side of India, the rural India, and how some places in our country are still quite backward. But the acting was really good by Jitendra Kumar, and it's a very fun watch.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajdeep, 4 sentences.
Acha, can I ask Rajdeep, how much will you give it out of 10?
No,
Because I was
Rajdeep,
planning
no,
to see
no,
it.
you cannot. You ran out of your sentences long back. There's no question quota.
I would give it a 7 or a 7.5. Not very high, but
Okay.
not very low either. But it's a good watch. It's quite
Okay.
entertaining.
Okay. Okay.
And I think a lot of Indian
Hey, what is this? What is this?
youngsters will relate
Yeah.
to his story, especially
It's fine. It's
engineering
fine.
graduates.
We will have a detailed discussion later. Let's start with Animesh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Animesh,
yeah,
you're
and-
waiting.
and
He's been
Rajdeep,
waiting for a long time.
Yeah, Rajdeep,
You go
for your
now.
next movie, you. Okay.
It's like Arnab's debate. बेचारा बोल ही नहीं पा रहा.
Animesh, speak.
And,
This
and,
is your time.
and
The nation wants to know.
The nation
Why
wants
are you
to know,
not saying?
Animesh.
Are you anti-India? Why are you not speaking? Speak up. Speak up. Are you anti-India?
Are you anti movies?
man, this is a disclaimer, but Arnav and Rajdeep, I'm not saying this with any ill intention, or it's just a coincidence. Both of them come from Assam. Both of them come from Assam.
Oh, birds of the
Okay,
same
now can I
feather
speak
flock
now?
together.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not still letting me speak. Okay. So Rajdeep, for your next movie, you have only one sentence left.
Make it a very long sentence. Okay, like just.
I'll
and
prepare
stuff,
for
okay.
it. I'll make it as long as a paragraph. With commas and punctuations and conjunctions,
exactly.
as many conjunctions
Exactly.
as I can.
Yeah.
Animesh, go.
Daju done? Daju done? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Daju. Yeah, yes. So, I saw, I keep forgetting. No, let me start here. the movie that I'm going to review is called either Maska or Chaska.
It's Muska.
So it's a extremely bad, poorly acted, poorly made movie about a person about whom no movie should have been made. It's on Netflix and shows Netflix dearth of options in India and calls into question their intention and their reasoning behind functioning in, in India.
Okay, we
He
have
is
got a.
deliberately prolonging his sentences, taking pauses.
Yeah.
Okay, Rajiv Masan, done. You are done now. Nobody will hear more
Hey,
than this.
I only use three
Animation is being
sentences.
Atal Bihari
I,
Bajpayee, okay, right now.
Your three
That
sentences
used to
are
be
more
me.
boring than our 10.
That was my role.
okay. Let's make this fun now, even more. Now let's review our next movie in 2 sentences.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's next? Who's next? Me, no?
No, let's.
I will go.
Let's get Rajdeep done over first. Otherwise, he takes up too many sentences.
Acha, while Rajdeep thinks, the name of the movie should not be a sentence, please.
Okay. I saw a movie yesterday which was about a former United Nations official who helped create the the youngest country in our world, East Timor. It
No, I
is
think it's South Sudan. But anyways, yeah, I know the UN general you're talking about.
yes. The movie is called Sergio, and the character was acted by Wagner Moura, who's also popularly
2 sentences gone.
Pablo Escobar in
Yeah,
Narcos,
yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
really good
Go
movie.
on.
You should have. You should.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
I did not
Next one.
finish my sentence. I
Thank
used
you.
conjunctions. Anyways, you get the gist of it. It's a good watch.
Okay, now I will go next. Just out of time pass in the YouTube, I watched the Hindi movie called Jila Ghaziabad. It's a complete piece of fucking shit. I'm done.
I watched Rick and Morty, Altered Carbon, and Freud. Apart from the last one, watch the other two.
I saw Ozark. It's a very good series.
Which platform?
Thank you.
Net-
Now it's not 2
Choose your
sentences.
next few words very carefully.
My God, we have rationing. Generally, you have rationing of essential stuff. Here we have rationing of words.
It's on Netflix, okay. It's on Netflix, and it's about this guy who is a financial accountant, and then he gets involved with drug cartels.
Stock market.
Yeah.
Okay. Similar thing, but different modus operandi.
Yeah. And it starts like Jason Bateman. Like usually we see him in like comic roles, right? But here he plays a very serious role, and he's very good. So
Good.
I think I recommend this series. Yeah.
Ozark is good. I've watched
Yeah,
not
Ozark
the
is
latest season, but the previous seasons.
yeah.
Okay, so that's brings our movie and series review section to a close. I hope that we were extremely detailed and thorough in our examination of the various movies and series that we talked about. And
Okay.
drinks. Okay, yes. Please, everybody, state your favorite drink and don't exceed more than 2 sentences.
I will go first. My favorite
Okay.
drink is what runs this earth. My favorite drink is water.
Oh. Okay.
I got the job.
I'll
I
go
got the
second.
job. I got the job.
Okay. I'll go second. My favorite drink is lassi because it keeps me cool.
Because otherwise it's very uncool.
My favorite drink is rum, especially if it's from Cuba. That's it. 2 sentences. Should I elaborate more?
No, let's move to Rajdeep.
No.
My favorite drink is beer. It's because when I drink it, I start talking very freely.
Okay, ठीक है. So we know everybody's favorite drink. And should we move on to everybody's favorite mode of drinking?
What's
Well-
mode of drinking? You pour it in a glass and drink it.
Okay, so you're a glass guy. I was like, you're a glass guy or a bottle guy? or for me, a matka guy.
Vodka.
Yeah, one thing I can vouch for is if
I think
given
I'm a
a
bottle guy.
chance, Animesh can drink entire matka of lassi at one go, and still he would be fine.
Let's
The
see.
people are usually fine after having lassi. Like they don't. Favorite. So next favorite what? Favorite shampoo.
Favorite shampoo.
Which keeps my hair clean. That's my favorite shampoo.
A shampoo can keep many things clean.
Yeah, also my jhatka bal.
Okay.
Really?
Nice.
shampoo-
Right
You shampoo your
right after
pubes.
drinks.
You shampoo
ये
your
part
pubes.
censor कर देना
Really?
Animesh.
No, sometimes when the pubes, like, okay, I do a regular
Yeah.
क्या बोलते हैं
Okay,
उसको,
this is interesting.
maintenance
Okay.
of my
we,
pubes,
We,
like every
we are
2
going to
months
talk
or
about
Let's just
pubes
move
today.
on, guys.
Yes.
Let's just move on.
like every two and
Okay,
a half months
sorry.
I shave my pubes. But meanwhile, when it is growing, sometimes when I'm shampooing my hair, I little bit put shampoo there also to keep it nice and fluffy, in case I have some
Okay.
cardinal visits.
Do you also
condition it
use
too?
the hair straightener on it?
Do
No,
you condition
I like it
Do
curly.
you condition it too?
Do
Okay.
you put oil in
should
it?
Hey,
condition
once,
your
once,
pubes.
I think Rajdeep inside is like totally scandalized. What the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
Nah,
What else do you want me to think? Like seriously.
Here? The best place for vacation you have gone. Like for me, I have two places. I will start with it. If for among all the places I have been to in my life till now, in India, I really like Udaipur. That's like my favorite city to go. And in outside, like in rest of the world, I really like Vienna for some reason. So maybe next one, maybe Rajdeep can talk.
I haven't traveled much, so in the little number of places that I've traveled in New Zealand, I like Queenstown in South Island.
Mhm.
I have to
In
talk
India,
about a
you have
place
any
like
favorite?
India. I think in India, the best place I probably had memories from was Trivandrum, where I had my training and thesis with Animesh. A lot of other people from our college. Good times. Good 2 months. Work from 7 a.m. till 1
Nice.
p.m. and then hit the beach.
It for me it was work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then hit the dosa. So, okay, so my favorite place in India, I can't be very specific. I'll just nominate one entire state, which is Rajasthan. I just love forts and palaces and stuff like that. So Rajasthan is my all-time favorite. Uh,
My favorite place in India would be Varanasi, and my
Interesting
favorite
choice.
place, yeah, the other favorite place outside India would be Venice, and the two places have one thing in common. They have like lots of alleyways where you can like kind of like lose yourself. You can walk around
I
round and
thought
round in
both of them
circles.
start with V.
Yeah, that's another one. But well, I was not thinking about that. But but both of them have this thing like interesting, like kind of like network of alleyways where you can just like walk round and round in circles, and yeah, very interesting.
Okay, great. So we have come to know a lot from our choices. So we now know that Avik likes to go around in circles, and yeah, great. So okay, so the next favorite will be our favorite Sasbao serial.
I have never watched
No
any.
clue. Never
Okay,
seen any.
I will go ahead. Fortunately, myself and my parents are like we totally dislike Sasbo family, but there was a brief period of time when like maybe 6 months or a year when my mom was slightly hooked to this series called Kasoti Zindagi Ki, and by default I used to like I got to watch some episodes, and my god, like, and there was a character in that series whose name was also Rishabh. His name was Rishabh Bajaj, and I was teased in the school because in that series Rishabh Bajaj was supposed to have an affair with Prerna, who had a different lover. And in my school, I had a girl, like we had a girl, we had a girl called Prerna, and they used to link me, Rishabh Prerna. So, yeah, that brings me those memories.
Uh, yes, I remember among all the Sas Bahu serials, I guess Prerna was the hottest one. So she had a lot of fan following. So
Who the fuck is Prerna?
yeah, so
Shweta Tiwari.
yeah, see, this guy knows. He knows his Sas and Bahus.
Arey, to bhai, I've watched little bit, so I know.
Mostly the Bahus though, not the Sas.
Because
Okay, how was your Prerna though, Rishabh? You
no,
have never told us anything about her.
I don't know if she might be watching this. She was a very sweet girl, and I think this I have to say because I really admired this about her. When I joined school, like I think in standard 3 or 4 or something like that, you first feel little bit of girlfriend boyfriend thing, and the first time I heard about this guy who was supposed to be with Prerna. His name is Ankit. He might be watching too also. He was a good friend of mine. We are not in that much touch now, and that is the first alleged affair I heard about. कि अरे नहीं, Prerna and Ankit are together. And unlike any other love story I've ever seen till now, this continued till high school, till the time I went to bachelor's, till my master's, and recently, like 1 or 2 years ago, I heard they got married. Like, this is the longest love story I've ever seen. I'm so genuinely happy that this materialized into a marriage because generally relationships today don't last that much. So, what started in like class 4 went till marriage is something which is unheard of in these days. So, I'm very much happy for them, and I really, really like them.
Inter
Okay, no,
is
but I just wanted to say one thing about that Prerna story, Rishabh. Thanks a lot for sharing that story with us. and please continue to do so because this is a terrific way of getting new subscribers. So hopefully we'll see you soon, Prerna,
And
in our
Ankit.
subscriber list.
Big favorite porn star.
Yes.
No.
No. Rajdeep, start watching some porn.